I was completely shocked when I saw this. I have to be honest with you. I mean, I knew the figure that we'd been given earlier on in the year.
First and foremost, I just want to say that I don't want to relive what happened to me, 8 or 9 days ago. I'm here to talk about the future and how we can change it, how we can prevent this from happening to anybody else. These heinous crimes have to stop. I never want this to happen to anyone else, especially a mother, a daughter, somebody who is loved. So I just know what it's done to my family, not just to me. And I think that moving forward, we do need more accountability. And I definitely think that, we need more police officers, but like he said, the judges who are just letting people out with a slap. The man who attacked me and might have permanently damaged me forever should never have been on the streets, ever. And the fact that he had just gotten out of jail previously for something he should have been in there for years, it's really sad to me because I can't even fathom how many other people who have been attacked by the same type of man over and over and over. In Toledo, in Columbus, Cincinnati, Dayton, our streets are being taken over and nobody is doing anything. I am so sad, and I need to be the voice to help all of the victims that never got their justice. So I just want to say that.
I was completely shocked when I saw this. I have to be honest with you. I mean, I knew the figure that we'd been given earlier on in the year was probably an underestimation. I knew that because the figures are never accurate. I know that, right? Even femicide figures are not accurate. We know that more women are being killed than what is being reported. There are all sorts of anomalies in there. But I just never thought the figure was that high. As in 1,800 women taking their own lives linked to domestic violence. How is that not a national emergency? That figure has come from this document here, researched by STADA, which is Standing Together Against Domestic Abuse, and they talk you through where they've joined the dots, specifically by leaning into quite a lot of information from the NHS, which previously isn't deliberately sought after when you look at domestic investigations or investigations into suicides. And so what they're saying is that it's largely because NHS staff are not trained to see and spot the signs of domestic violence or domestic abuse unless they're really, really obvious. So what they're saying, for example, in mental health services, where they've triangulated some of that data, that figure of 90-something goes way up to 1,800. That is insane. That is insane. But here's the thing, though. Have you heard this mentioned anywhere? Have you heard it mentioned? Because I didn't know. I mean, I'm immersed in this information and this data. I've not heard this mentioned anywhere. But this report was published in June. It was June time, because I found that this report from a news article that was published in June by The Guardian saying domestic abuse is now a public health emergency. And when I was reading that document, I clicked on the link to go, what's your source for all of this? Where are you getting this stuff? And that's where I found this document here. Gosh.
Imagine waking up to brain trauma and seeing strangers say that you deserved it.
To everyone for all of the love and support. It is very humbling that you have sent your prayers, your blessings. It's definitely what's keeping me going. And you have just brought back faith in humanity. So God bless you all. Thank you.
To everybody who said that this woman learned her lesson, nah, today you're gonna learn yours. This is Holly. Yesterday she came forward with severe brain trauma, black, green, and purple bruises on her face, and she still had the grace to thank people for standing up for humanity. Not race, not revenge, nope, just humanity. While comment sections are full of people mocking her, you cannot keep excusing mob violence just because the victim doesn't fit your narrative. Still saying that you hope she learned her lesson, okay, well, you're the lesson. You guys are the exact reason why people are waking up. You're the reason why normal people are saying this isn't justice, this is hate. You watched a woman bleed out on the pavement. At this point, you're just letting us know that you're not the resistance, you're the reminder. You guys taught us what pattern recognition means. The man who attacked Holly was already out on bond for $400. Every single time this happens, there's always a pattern. Internet mocks victims and violence while calling it resistance. Maybe it's time to stop screaming oppression while 50 of you jump one person. Yeah, that's not strength, that's cowardice. Especially when it's a grown man putting his hands on a woman who's a single mother. And if you defend this, especially the black creators, the women and men who stitch my videos crying about oppression all freaking day, something that you never even experienced and no white person alive today did, you're the exact reason why people are building the neighborhoods like they have in Arkansas. Remember? The one that had you foaming at the mouth last week? You've built a culture where justice means silence for some and violence for others. This is exactly why people don't care about your excuses. No, instead they're going to still continue sitting here crying about historical trauma that they never even been through. Just like the mobs who beat on people 10 versus 1, then cry victim when someone notices a pattern. So make sure to share this before they make it disappear. Support Holly, her Give Send Go is linked. Don't scroll past this one.
Wait before you keep on scrolling. I'm gonna say this because somebody out there need this. Don't let them tell you that it's just love, because it isn't. Do you understand me? Love do not hurt. Love do not cause pain. Love do not belittle you. Love should not have you scared. That ain't love. And at that point, you're living in silence and you need to be heard. You deserve better. Just because that person you are with is hurt, it's not your job to fix them. You can't punish yourself because somebody else's actions. It don't work like that. Domestic violence, all it is something to shatter your dreams, shatter your confidence, isolate your heart. And you deserve more than that. You deserve to be safe. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be loved, correct? So whatever situation you in and you have to question, he just does this or she just does this because they really love me, then it's not love. And there's somebody out there that will do you and treat you right. There is someone out there that will do you and treat you right and make you feel that you're worthy enough. So if you're going through this, I really want you to sit back, reflect, and think. No, yes, you deserve better. I don't want you to think that, do I deserve? No, you do deserve better. And I'm here to tell you that. Stop being silent. Stop being more vocal. Because not only are you going to save your life, you can save somebody else that's going through this too. Love should never hurt. Mentally, nor physically.